Hi there people, Ryan White here for hypeonmusic.com.au. In today's tutorial we're going to go through on how to hold a pick and start practicing with some techniques to get your skills started. So let's get to it. Okay, so kicking things off today, we're going to look at two images to derive the key technical concepts. So by highlighting these concepts, we will develop a comfortable and controlled grip on the pick, and one that will allow us to have a well-balanced technique regardless of what contemporary genre we're looking to learn. Okay, so on the left we have an image that demonstrates the positioning of our thumb whilst holding the pick, and on the other side we have an image detailing the positioning of our first finger underneath. So let's begin with breaking down our image on the left with our thumb technique. Firstly, regardless of what size or thickness of our pick, we want to make sure that our thumb is sitting towards the back part or the fattest area of the pick, with the point being exposed out to the left side of our thumb if we're holding the pick right-handed. Now, depending on the size of the pick, our thumbs will either be slightly extended as demonstrated by the smaller pick on the left image, or as we can see on the right side of the image, the thumb is placed slightly inside the area of the pick due to its larger surface area. Now the next point to talk about with our thumb positioning is our thumb angle on the pick. So in the image we have in front of us now, we can see that the pick is sitting slightly on the right side of our thumb. And the reason why I personally like this position is because when it comes time to actually play the instrument, this angle provides a better ergonomic fit to the instrument, reducing unnecessary rotation in the arm. So to demonstrate this point physically, if I have my pick grip here and I rotate that so you can see the angle of the pick as it's pointing down camera 2 here, what happens is when I move my right arm into a position to play, you can see that the pick, because of the grip and the positioning that we just spoke about, the pick is coming back at a right angle to the instrument, which all of our exercises we want to maintain with our picking to have a really smooth alternate picking technique. We need to make sure that our pick is coming at a right angle so it can move freely up and down. Okay, so the next part of our pick study is looking at the bottom finger's position in this grip. So as we can see in the following two photographs, that the bottom finger is connecting to and distributing its weight very close to the center of the pick. Now the next question usually is, does the bottom finger move slightly in the act of playing the guitar? And the answer to that question, yes, it absolutely does. But what is very important to keep in mind is that while there will be small micro adjustments as we impart force on the strings with our right hand, as long as our bottom finger maintains its connection and control to the vicinity of the center of the bottom side of the pick, your grip and overall technique will remain intact. Okay, so now it's time to start working on our first basic exercise to practically implement these technical concepts. So jumping in here, we're just going to focus on the open strings of the instrument here. And what we're going to do is maintaining our grip, the pick at a right angle to the string so it's sitting evenly, it's not leaning too far down this way or too far up with the rear of the pick. We want to make sure it's just floating nice and square at a right angle there. And then we're just going to work going down, up on our E string, move to the next string, down, up, and just gently and steadily work your way through. Okay, and here we're practicing our alternate picking. So once you've gone all the way through, we go, just reverse the exercise, and using the steady and controlled repetition process, we just want to make sure that we're focusing on keeping a nice tight vicinity to the strings, because what a lot of people do in the beginning is they pick really big. Okay, so sometimes very exaggerated like that. We want to make sure we're keeping our pick in a reasonably tight vicinity and developing efficiency with our technique. Because as we want to do more complicated picking patterns and picking techniques such as tremolo picking, we need to work on developing a nice tight grip by starting off with exercises just like this one here. So as a closing point, people, these concepts will give you a solid foundation to begin from. It's no secret that there's many great players like James Hetfield from Metallica, or jazz players like George Benson and Pat Metheny who have their own unique grips and approaches when it comes to holding the pick. But my hope today is that you can take these concepts as a fundamental building block almost like a blank canvas, so to speak, and develop your own individual style with your playing as required. So that wraps up today's lesson. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to show your support. And also, if you'd like to learn more on these topics and how to fast track your development by mastering the fundamental skill sets of contemporary guitar people, follow those links below to check out the High Point Music Guitar Fundamentals program. This unique and interactive course material contains all the processes that I've developed and use with my private students to get great results and set their playing apart. You can even check out the course on an obligation-free trial, so there's no excuse to be stuck in a rut with your playing any longer. And lastly, to directly support the content and become a valued member of the channel, all you need to do is follow the link below and sign up for a $1 per month support membership on Patreon. My name is Ryan White. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch up with you all in the next video.